Hey guys, it's Kobinyo, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Making Sense with Kobinyo. This is where we talk about random thoughts on random topics. Thank you everyone for tuning in again to my podcast, Making Sense with Kobinyo. Today for this episode, as episode 18, we have a very special guest, and I want to introduce you to Jasmine.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Everyone.
Is Jasmine okay, or do you want me to call you something else?
Jazzy or
Jazzy.
Jazz.
Okay, Jazzy.
Yeah.
Jazz. Jazzy Jazz. Like Jazz fan.
No.
How are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good. Have you done have you guested in a podcast before?
No, this is my first time on a podcast. My first time on YouTube. My first time talking about stuff.
How does it feel?
I'm scared, I'm shy, but yeah, I think I hope it goes well. I hope
sure,
people listen.
I mean I'm sure it will go well. It is fun. Once we the ball starts rolling, it's good. But yeah, how you been? It's December already, if you didn't know. But
Bro.
yeah, how you been? How's things been? Especially
everything's been okay. I mean, on what's happening, I'd say it's okay. Nothing bad, nothing good. So, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Me too. Thanks for asking.
I was about to.
I'm joking. No. But yeah.
How are you? How have you been?
You know what? Life has been so hard. That's why I'm resorting to podcasting. No, I'm joking. Honestly, it's been like the highlight of my year. But yeah, have you been, keeping yourself busy? I think in London, tier 3 is going.
Oh, yeah, we were in tier 2 and then now we're in tier 3.
Yeah, so this year has been very
just
like
because people can't, yeah.
It's just like because we had so much plans for like 2020.
Oh yeah, I wanted to go here, I wanted to eat here.
It just punches you in the face and then you're like stuck. Have you ever like had that moment this year where you just sat down and you were just like, what do I do? You can't go out, you can't plan for travel, you can't really plan to meet up with your friends, Yeah,
I feel like that's every day for everyone.
Every day. Yeah. Okay. So how did you keep yourself busy this year?
In the beginning of the whole lockdown from the beginning of the year, it's like I didn't really know what to do, so I was doing like random things. I started to do coloring, like not like preschool coloring with crayons.
I was like literally imagining that.
But like adult coloring.
There's a thing called adult coloring.
One's for like mindfulness and things like that. And then paint by numbers. I bought a few canvas. I finished one, but I didn't get to finish the other one. And then after that, I'm like, what else do I do? And then I feel like it's just people inspire people on social media, even though we know like social media is like a bad thing most of the time. But like you still see people being thinking outside the box. What can they do without like going out? What can they do at home that's fun, that won't be boring and things like that? So I was just looking for like Instagram. There's a lot of people that's just doing really random things.
That's true. Especially this year, people just started branching out, starting to explore their interests or seeing what they can do.
Yeah. I saw people on making paper. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've seen that on Instagram.
Yeah, I've seen that. And then I saw people like trying to make making sense.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
I don't know if they've ever made any sense, but So I heard you started your own business, correct? In the middle of a pandemic. How is that?
Well, I still don't call it business because I just don't feel like, even a small business. I don't feel like it's a small business to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way it started, it's not a business. Okay, so I'm just like scrolling through Instagram. It's one of those days that you just.
So it's more of like your hobby, basically. That's just like
kind of, yeah. Oh, it became a hobby. It
yeah.
became a hobby, yeah. I was just on Insta and I was just looking for food, and then
as you do.
Yeah, and then I saw these really pretty strawberries, and I'm like, okay. And then all of the pages that I saw were from America, so I'm like, who's doing this in London? Not much people. Most of them are from the east, like way in the east, almost outside London. So I was like, I want some. I crave some. I'm gonna do.
Yeah, so I've seen your strawberries, and they're very very creative, I would say. There's so many designs and stuff, and I think that's a good way to relate to our topic for today, which is seeking creativity. So before we head on to your experience, first off, what is creativity to you? Not in like I have the dictionary.
Oh, okay.
Description, but I want to know what creativity is to you first.
To me, I mean, creativity is such a broad thing. It's like it's so vast. I mean, it's not just to one thing. It's not just being artistic, being with your crafts, but it's like thinking outside the box. Thinking.
You know beyond. What? That's so funny because that is my description.
Oh, really?
I was like. I was thinking of that like the whole throughout the day. Like this is creativity. You just casually just played. No, but that's good though. That means we have the same. It's like I know what you mean. It's not just being artistic. Because sometimes when you say creativity, people automatically think of art, painting or drawing. But there's so much creativity in the world. Like you said, thinking outside the box. Let's say. You can creatively organize yourself. I don't know what that is, but you can creatively do anything.
Basically.
Yeah, according to Oxford Dictionary, I did my research. Creativity is the use of skill and imagination to produce something new or to produce art, which is basically like thinking outside the box is, right?
I wouldn't say new nowadays though, because like it's very rare to do new things, because you would like what I'm doing. I just saw it from people from America, but I think there's nothing about that here in London. So I started doing it. So it's like taking something, not necessarily stealing the idea, but being inspired by that idea of what you saw, what you heard, and then taking it as yourself, putting your own originality in it and making it as your name.
I get what you mean. It's kind of like you're putting a piece of yourself to your art. Let's say art can be various things anyway. It's up to you what you define art. So it's just basically putting a piece of yourself to whatever you're making or producing. And I totally agree with that. Now, my question is, especially for you, you get a lot of people, asking for the strawberries, and you get a lot of designs and stuff. And I see you have already done a lot of designs. So how do you get creative? Like, where do you get your inspiration from? Do you ever run out, or do you ever have it I know everyone has the experience where you just burn out and you're just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So,
In the beginning, I had all the resources because I was just starting, right? I haven't done this, so I will do this. Or I saw something new, so I'll do that. But as the months go by, it's like, oh, I've done this design like 5 times already.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm bored with it, but it's more like can I do something else? But then I also get people asking for things I haven't done before, like a Korean theme. Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, and then a unicorn theme or like a Spider-Man theme. Or recently someone asked me to do a beach. So I was like, "Ooh, I haven't seen that before actually." So that means for me, I won't be able to see any strawberries that has beach theme, so I have to do that myself. Like I have to research that myself.
That's actually like really, really nice because you're putting you're putting things that are not related to one another, and you're combining them, which is like, I think that's what like thinking outside the box is. Because sometimes when you think of like strawberry covered chocolate, chocolate covered strawberries, you think of just like those simple lines,
simple milk with
checkers,
white drizzles.
yeah, drizzle.
Yeah.
But there's so many things that you can really experiment on, and I think that's one of the joys in producing something. When it clicks. I don't know if you get what I mean. When it clicks, like for example, you think of something and you have it. You're trying to piece it in your head, and when you actually do it,
yeah,
you just like it clicks.
Whoa.
You're like
yeah,
it works, and
yeah. I get you.
like it's so fun, right?
Yeah.
What happens when the people asking for chocolate strawberries gives you creative freedom? Like, what do you do? How do you in terms of uh, physicality, if you know what I mean? Like, how do
How
you
to execute it.
how do you get your creativity? Like, where do you get your inspirations from?
Oh, okay. Well, first, if they do ask me that, I tend to ask them back, like, maybe you could tell me your favorite colors, then we'll go from there. And then they'll be like, yeah, just do whatever you want. I like red, white, this and that. And then for me, I would just have, I don't know, I just go with the flow. I don't even plan it. I don't even
Oh wow,
check.
she's got it here.
No,
She's got it here.
for example, like, oh, this strawberry, I'll do it simple.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I'll do maybe this kind of line. So I'm just like, yeah, I just go with the flow.
Well, for me, I do a lot of different kind of art stuff, right? I know some people, what they do is they take like a 5 minute break. If they do get like a burnout, they take a 5 minute break and they walk outside, get some fresh air. They get inspiration from their surroundings or whatever. For me, because I don't walk outside because I just sit down all day.
It's cold, right? It's cold.
It's cold. Exactly. Jasmine, this is why I invited you. No, but yeah. So what I do is when I have the creative freedom. Sometimes creative freedom is good, but it's because it's so broad. You're just like when two ideas that are so different to each other clashes, and you're just like it doesn't work. What I do is I go to Instagram, explore pages or Instagram pages that are relating to, the subject that I'm working on. I look through the pictures. I also like to look at other people's work because I want to see like how they executed, for example, two different ideas, how they made it work, how, they produced something that at the moment I'm trying to produce. And I get what you mean from earlier when you said getting inspiration from other people's work. It's not necessarily like copying them, but like getting a piece of it and then making it your own. I think.
Yeah. So what if when you have two different ideas that clashes and you can't find any inspiration online? What do you do?
For me, I cry myself to sleep.
That works.
That way, and in the morning, I'm just like, actually, I don't want to do this anymore. No, when two different clashes, I like to create multiple drafts. For example, if I'm making posters, I like to create like 5 posters just to see, and then I would ask my friends like which one they like. At least then I still was able to creatively put all my ideas. Did you have a moment in your life where you weren't particularly looking for an inspiration, but you saw something perhaps that you always think about from now? For example, you saw something, and it's really hard to phrase. It's really hard to phrase. For example, like for me, whenever I try to do art, whenever I try to do drawing, I always think about this certain experience. If you get what I mean, or certain memory. Do you have like a memory that inspires you?
A memory that inspires me to do what I do?
What you do, or anything you do, really?
Not really. It's not really a memory, but my dreams.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Although my dreams have been really weird, so I can't really...
My dreams are weird, but sometimes, well, most of the time, it's like, oh wow, that could be, materialized. But for me, because I'm not creative, I don't know how to draw, I don't know how to paint, and like in my head, it's so beautiful. I can do it, but I just don't know how to execute it. When it comes to execution, it doesn't come out well.
But that's really cool, though, that you were able to pick up something from your dream, which is basically yourself thinking, your brain doing it.
My subconscious, my imaginations. I've been told that it's very wild and vast. And
for me, well, the last dream that I can remember is me eating breakfast. So I don't think I can.
And you materialized that after you woke up.
I guess I got the execution.
Yeah.
I guess I just slept hungry and I was thinking of breakfast already.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes I'm sorry to say this, but I don't know how to describe it. But like I feel like in my head I have like a mild ADHD, because when I do have ideas, my imagination just goes zoom zoom zoom.
Oh,
like the Marvel intro when it zooms to the characters.
Yeah.
Mine, I can see mine like that, but like really quickly, and I'm just like, wait, I need to write it down. But my head is just like zoom zoom zoom. So my ideas are just all over the place before I even get to write it down.
I get what you mean. Yeah. For me, my way of expressing my ideas and stuff is I just keep on rambling on. I don't stop talking.
Yeah.
And that's why this podcast is here.
Which is good. You materialized your idea, your creative idea.
So for this part of the podcast, this segment, that is the audience participation, where we like to include you guys to the topic. So the other day, me and Chaz asked you guys something relating to the topic. I think we asked different questions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you like to go ahead first?
Sure. Okay. So on my Instagram story, I posted a question which was, what do you do when you're feeling uncreative? So I got a few answers. I'm going to shout their Instagram names. The first one from Arateah, Arateah, and she said, experiment with things outside of your comfort zone. So
I like that. Sometimes you have to get out of your shell to be able to produce something extraordinary.
Exactly. Yeah, I can relate to that as well, because I started to do this business or hobby or cravings. Yeah, which I don't really do. I don't show my face on Instagram much. The last time I posted a picture of my face was like last year, so I don't do that anymore. My second one is from April_INC. She said, watch creative people, but of course not copy them, but to feel inspired to be creative again.
Oh, that's cool. It's just like what you said earlier.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier. She said, or do things that bring out your creativeness, if that makes sense. Makes sense.
Making sense with helping you.
And then I have a third one, which is Angie _ANGHIEE _. She said, see the world upside down, which makes me think that she goes on the handstand.
just like she's like, wait a minute, I'm gonna get some inspiration. Let me just do a quick handstand. Let me just do a call
next to the wall, and you just handstand, and then you make all the blood rush to your brain.
Imagine you're in an art exam, right? And then you just go, oh crap, I have no inspiration. Let me just do a quick call in the middle of the room.
Right. The fourth one is S.Rex_thus. He said, take a break, do something that makes me happy, and resume the next day, which totally makes sense. I think everyone should do that. They shouldn't they shouldn't overwork themselves, their brains. When you can't think of something anymore, just take a break. Eat something, watch Korean drama, watch an episode or the whole season. Yeah,
that's true. Or binge Making Sense with Cobinho.
Yeah. Okay, my fifth one is from Mary Janie, which is MARRYJANEY. And she said, go for a walk and listen to a podcast. So
I wonder which podcast. Maybe this episode. But yeah, so those are really good answers, actually.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I would say so. So what's yours?
So for my one, the other day I asked you guys, where do you get your creative inspiration from? Which is essentially like, where do you get how do you inspire yourself, right? I'm gonna say a bunch of people because they said the same thing. At Angelica Lantin. I can't pronounce. I'm sorry. Another one is by Kim Cortez, and another one from S.Piritu. They all said Pinterest. I've never used Pinterest. Have you used Pinterest before?
Oh no, I don't use Pinterest. I don't know how.
Anyways, yeah, thank you for those three saying Pinterest. Maybe I should use one. I should use Pinterest someday. The next one is at Joiza. She said, well, I watching my dad sketch designs of my family's house in the Philippines when I was little. So I guess what she's saying is, when she was at that time, she has that. I think it's what we were trying to say earlier. memories.
Yeah, memories.
Yeah, maybe that's where she gets her. I guess where she gets her creativeness from. that's where it sparked for her, because
Yeah.
we'll have that spark or that moment where it turns on our creativity in life.
Yeah, especially when you're young.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you for that. The next one is at Great Wall of Sheena or Shina. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce. She said, "Seeing people enjoy in what they're doing makes me want to create."
Oh, yeah. I like watching people draw, and then I try to do it, and it's no.
I'm gonna mention this one. At Alia Datna, she said, "You." I'm blushing. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, so if you want to get creative inspiration, just watch my podcast. Listen to my podcast.
Be like Aliana.
And that's in relation to this one. This next one is by at Danny.else. So, making sense with Calvino. She said, being a podcast guest boosted my confidence to start a YouTube channels.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna maybe here. I will promote her. So if you guys would like, you can follow her on YouTube.
Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Yeah. Watch her first episode, her Q&A about herself.
You never know. Jazzy here might start her YouTube channel later on. She'll get confidence in this.
Well, I have to find that first.
I just want to shout one more. Yes, I really like this. The question is, where do you get your creative inspiration from, right? At Shells 1505, she said, my brain.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay.
Exactly.
You win.
It's the correct answer. I would say that as well. Also, it's like an addition to the people who answered my question. Mm-hmm. There's almost all of them said sleep. So when you're feeling uncreative, just sleep.
So for this part of the segment, we will do top recommendations. So as you all know, I'd like to recommend something to you guys every week. And this can be anything from a book, an app, a website, even a person if you want to. So it's something that I can share to all of you. But I would like our guest Jazzy to start.
Okay. So since I had to wait for your podcast for so long, my driving on the way to work, I needed to find something to listen to, So I'm recommending a podcast as well. It's called Get Real. It is a podcast by Korean American K-pop idols, and so it's in English, so everyone can listen to it.
Did you say Korean idols?
Korean American K-pop idols.
Oh, I was like, no. I was about to say, no, K-pop idols.
Yeah, they're.
Why
K-pop
didn't they invite
idols.
Me? Never mind.
But they're Korean, and they talk about so it's because the name is Get Real, so they talk about real things in life based on their perspective. And also on that their company, I don't know what it is, but they're under an umbrella called the Dive Podcast, which has other podcasts as well with K-pop idols. I know you guys Korean fans, K-fans listening, you know who Eric Nam, BM Card, Pinyo B2B, Ashley Choi, you got Jamie Park, Tableau. If you don't know Tableau, then you're too young. So yeah, I listened to that while I was waiting for your season 2.
So for my one, my top recommendation is another small business. It is called Sewn to Style. I've been practicing how to say that all day because I can never pronounce sewn. It's not weird. Sewn to Style.
Yeah, you got it. There you
Is that
go.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
So just for all of you who don't know, it is a boutique selling high quality range of different clothing products and accessories. You can reach. Are you wearing one?
I'm wearing one.
Oh, look at you! So you can reach them through social media. I will put it on the
They
description.
have an Etsy page as well, so reach them on
So their
Etsy
Insta
too.
is at SewnToStyle. So that SEWN then to style. They also have a Facebook and they also have an SC shop. Yeah, so I'm really like happy for everyone, you know, who started like small business and stuff. I really like just posting. I really like support you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys check that out. Yeah, so thank you. That's our
So the quote of the week is from Maya Angelou, and she said, "You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have." So it's for people who get discouraged having creative blocks. There's no such thing as creative blocks because the more you use your creativity, the more you have.
wisdom by Jazzy. Hashtag. There's the hashtag of this.
No.
The wisdom of Jasmine.
Oh my gosh.
Very wise. So that's it for our episode for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it, Jazzy.
I
I'm
did.
thankful
Thank you.
for being the first guest of my season 2. How does that feel?
I don't know. I was excited. Thank you for inviting me.
You know what I mean? Like once the ball starts rolling, it's like
yeah.
Yeah.
I was shy.
She was hella shy. But
Hella
yeah,
shy.
I'm really grateful. I think it's really nice that we've covered creativity because I think it's just what everyone needs at the moment, you know, being that lockdown is still happening.
Yeah. Now it's getting worse, so
go get out there and be creative.
Be creative.
Oh, sorry, don't get out there because you might get caught. Be inside.
Stay inside and be creative.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want to promote you you want to plug in your socials?
So I only have an Instagram. It's XJASZMINEEE triple E. That's where you can DM me, like my posts, share, engage with me, look at my stories, all strawberry related. And I just yeah. Okay.
So just for all of you guys, I would like to inform you that we will be doing a mini competition. So a little box of chocolate strawberry coveries. So if you would like
chocolate covered.
Yeah, chocolate covered strawberries. If you want to enter, just leave a comment on my YouTube video of this episode. Yeah, just give me a comment to maybe tell me how you get your creativity, or maybe put in the hashtag wisdom of Jasmine, or or just as long as you are in the London area, London, UK. So if you are not,
sorry
then we will send you a photo instead while we eat these strawberries. But yeah, so thank you very much, Jazzy. Do you have any last minute shout outs to give?
Yes, shouting out all my small businesses, friends. Thank you, you guys. Please also follow them. I've got SewnToStyle and Frances Cakes, and there's our chili garlic oil, I think it's the one. I'll tag them. And also shouting out GLN Barbers if you need a trim. Also shouting out KPSMNT if you need someone to color grade all your stuff, your videos, films, whatever. He needs practice, go to him. And also Shout out to Calvinia, wherever you are on the screen.
So for my shout out this week is just to all of you guys. I'm really thankful. I'm really grateful for all the support that you've given. But yeah, so I hope you guys I hope I see you guys next week. And yeah, bye.
Bye.